Hello, my friends. Let's learn two more common English phrasal verbs. The phrasal verbs that we will learn today can be used in normal everyday situations, but they also have more specific meanings that can be used in a political context. Let's get started. The first phrasal verb is cover up. Cover up is the present tense, and covered up is the past tense. Here, the ed in covered sounds like a D, covered up. Let's look at one example of using cover up. Before her job interview, she used makeup to cover up a tattoo on her neck. So if you look at this picture, my friends, there is a woman with a tattoo. And maybe she doesn't want to show her tattoo during the job interview. So what does she do with makeup? She covers it up, or she hides or conceals it. Cover up in this context means to hide or conceal. And usually in this context, cover up is neutral. That means it's not always negative or not always positive. It just means you are using something to cover up, to hide something else. For example, we use clothes to cover up. However, in a political context, this phrase is a little bit more negative. For example, the politician tried to cover up the corruption scandal, but a journalist discovered the truth. In this situation, cover up is similar to hide or conceal, but in a political context, cover up means that you are specifically hiding a legal activity. You are hiding a crime. So in this case, the politician committed a crime, and now he is trying to hide the evidence of this crime. And this use is not only for politics, but it can be used for crime in general. So, for example, if a murder is committed, maybe the killer tries to cover up the evidence by getting rid of a body. Even in financial crimes, if someone tries to cover up stealing money, we can use this phrase as well. So covering up something means you are trying to hide evidence of a crime. The next phrasal verb we will talk about is deal with. Deal with is the present tense. The past tense of this phrase is pronounced dealt, dealt with, dealt with. Let's look at some examples of deal with. I need to deal with all the snow on the driveway. We typically use deal with when we encounter a problem that we need to fix, because deal with means to solve a problem or to take action in a situation. So here in Montana, we get a lot of snow. So we often need to deal with the snow. In this context, deal with means to figure out how to remove the snow. So for example, I deal with the snow by shoveling. So this can be used for a variety of situations where you need to solve a problem or take action in a situation. We deal with the problem. When you are using deal with people, it is slightly similar, but there is a slight difference as well. She works in retail, so she has learned to deal with difficult customers. In this situation, this woman works with maybe in a clothing store. And so she often has difficult customers, but she knows how to deal with them. And when we are talking about people, usually it means that you must talk to this person in order to solve a problem or difficulty. So maybe for her, she has many difficult customers who are complaining about different things in the store, and she knows how to talk to these customers in order to solve their problems or challenges. So, with dealing with people, it usually means talking or interacting with them. Finally, my friends, in a political context, again, the meaning is very similar, but there is a little nuance. Let's look at an example. During her first days in office, the president dealt with the many issues her predecessor left behind. In politics, the word predecessor means the person who had the position before you. So in this case, we are talking about a president who has to solve some of the problems that the president before her caused. So with politics, deal with means to handle, solve, or take action on an issue. So the president has many things to deal with. The president has to solve many problems in life during their tenure. Okay, my friends, thank you for listening. Remember, practice, practice, and never give up.